Okay, now here comes the fun part. We need to do the binding. You need to get some raw material, and this is rattan peel, 5 to 6 millimeter diameter. I'll pull a strand out, and this is it. One side of it is with the skin, the other it's flat, so that's the good side of the cane, the outside, the peel, and it's very, very strong stuff indeed. So what you need to do before you start weaving is to soak it in water for about 20 minutes or half an hour, and that will soften the cane up sufficiently enough to do the binding, and then we'll show you how we do that. Okay, here's the front of the saucer chair, and we've just bent it over on one side here, about 90 degrees, put a staple on there, and gone through the first run there. And what we're going to do is just go continuously over and under here. So you can see we've gone 3 ply there, straight down to through the middle there, and now we're going to divert to the next piece and keep on doing that, keep it nice and neat all the time. And just one little big tip here is, one big little tip, whatever you want to call it. This rattan peel is very sharp on the side, so when you're pulling it through, try to avoid that you don't catch it on the wrist of your hand, because it will cut your finger or hand, and some people, it'll even leave you with a sort of an allergy. So I'd be very careful when you're pulling this through not to grip it too hard, and so if it gets caught it ends up cutting your skin. So watch that. Thank you. When you run out a little bit of cane, you want to add a bit more. What you do is tuck a new piece underneath there, and then just gradually twist it over. It's very difficult doing it one hand. You get a picture like that, and then you keep on going over, and tuck that right in neat there, and you find there's your join. And as you wrap around here, where my thumb goes, you find that will hold in place quite successfully. So you can see it's all holding together there, and it's looking nice and neat on the top. Easy peasy. Okay, so there's the first part of the binding. So it looks nice and neat. Make sure when you do the binding that you keep the strands nice and tight together as well. And you see the result. I hope you haven't cut your hand or anything, but now we proceed with all these pieces here. Now they're a little bit trickier because it's going to be awkward getting the cane in those cracks there, in the nooks and crannies. Is a bit time consuming, but it's all fingers and thumbs. Now I'm right-handed, so I'm going to start on the left-hand side because it's just easy for me. So if you're left-handed, you might want to start on the other side, but there's no laws or rules, just go the best way you possibly can. I've started one join there. It starts on the front and works this way around and then comes up under there. So we'll have a look at the back. So there's the join, and now you can see I come around to the second part, which is that pole. Can you see that? And then when you come around the front, it comes up over there. So we do that right across to begin with, then we come back and cross over again. See that? Under, over, goes down there, comes back over that side, and back through there again. Very simple. So you see the effect now, coming up through there. So here's the first part done, right across. As you can see now, what we do is we double up and start going the other way, going that way. So we get a nice crossover, and it should look quite nice. So you see the crossover, and I'm just working my way right through there, and keep on going to the very end. And if you run out, don't forget, just do the normal join, and you should be okay. There you go. So you can see the join there, and just keep on going around. The rest of it you can cut off when you don't need it. And now you can see, if I can turn this over. Now you can see the sort of nice crossover effect you're getting. Lots of little kisses, it looks like, doesn't it? So you can see I've connected the undercarriage, the frame up, so that's all been nicely secured. New screws through here, so it's nice and strong. So all we've got to do is finish up by doing these nice bindings. They're pretty good ones because they'll end up being quite tight and hold this piece up there. So and of course there's one at the top here. So we'll work around that, and of course I'm going to continue on doing all the bindings. I've nearly finished up, and see what it looks like when it's finished. This is the underside of the chair. You can see I've just put some binding over there to hold it in place, to lock that in, and we just start with this piece of binding and secure it over, and we're just going to wrap it over and over again. So I'll show you how we do that. When you come to the end, just tuck it under itself and just pull that a little bit tight, and then just carefully staple off, and then obviously just cut the excess off. That's it. Okay, on these joints here we need a bit of split cane, so here's a piece been soaking for a while. A split cane means one side has been taken off, and so it's flat on one side here and around the other side, and you chamfer the edges off, and then you soak it in water for a while, and then what we do is we put one end here, secure that, wrap it around and secure it again, then bind over the whole top. Here's one I prepared earlier, as the famous chef would say, so that's on there nice and tight, and now we just do the binding around the top of that. Okay, all finished, all the binding's done around the legs, and you can see the top's finished. It's had one coat of oil, so what I'm going to do now is finish it off with a second coat and show you what it looks like once it's all finished. There you go, all finished, 2 coats of oil and all nicely restored. Looks a completely different chair now from when it first came into the workshop. You're more than happy to give it another coat, the third coat. That would be probably the most you want to go with this chair. You notice that the bindings will eventually darken up with a little bit of time. That's quite common. But yeah, enjoy the practicality of this lovely cane chair. And I hope this video has been of assistance to you, and that you've been able to get enough out of it to take the plunge and restore your own cane chair. Until the next time, by the way, look out for more Need a Good Caning videos. Bye for now.